Right, so here's your homework about calculating the missing angles. Now, we've got a calculator here, hopefully you get to the point with some of these calculations that you wouldn't actually need it, but we'll just take our time with it. Right, so our very first question, and again, we've got the wee video beforehand, so hopefully you'll know when it's 90 degrees, 180, or 360. So what we've got here, right angle triangle, so we know it's 90 degrees, so what we've got is, well, what is this one, okay? So that angle, angle A plus 34 has to equal to 90. So all you do there is 90 minus 34 and you get 56. So A is equal to 56, remember the units. We've got B, okay, so this is a straight line, so you've got 180 degrees. So B plus 23 equals 180. So you just go 180 minus 23 is 157. Okay, so B is 157 degrees. Right, and we've got another one, and this is your 360. Okay, because again, you can try and tip if you try and this is a straight line, goes from tip to tip, but no, it's not. So what we've got here is we've got 360 degrees has to be split between these three angles. That one's given to you, right angled, so you know that's 90 degrees. So 360 minus 142 minus 90 will give you C. Okay, so 360 minus 142 minus 90 means that C is 128 degrees. Okay, so that's 128 degrees. Right, so that's you got the three examples. We've then got this one as well. Okay, so this looks more complicated than it is. So we've got a straight line and we've got the properties of parallel lines. So this is 120 degrees. So this one's going to be 120 degrees there. Okay, that's opposite, so that's going to be 120 degrees. And you've also got 120 plus D has to equal 180. So this one's going to be 60 degrees. That one's the same as that, so that will be 60 degrees, and this will be 60 degrees. So if I write it a wee bit neater, so D equals 60, F equals 120, G equals 60. This isn't the correct way to write it alphabetically, and H equals 120. So once you actually get to know these rules, these questions are pretty straightforward. Okay, and the very last one is again two parallel lines, so you'll be using the fact that that angle and this one are the same, that and that are the same. You've also got that angle's the same with this angle, which is the same as that and that. Okay, so essentially once you calculate one angle, it's easy enough to calculate the others. Okay, now they actually tell you A, B and G is 125 degrees. So I'll highlight this, A, B and G. Okay, so that is 125 degrees. So if I write this, 125 degrees. Okay, so we can now say that's 125 degrees. We can say that's 125 degrees, and that's 125 degrees. So we need to think of 180 minus 125. Well, what angle would this be? Okay, so we got 180 minus 125. This is going to be 55 degrees. That will be 55 degrees. This will be 55 degrees. Right, so I've just put in all the measurements, and last but not least, that will be 55 degrees. So if when they start asking you A, B, E, so that's A, B, E. Okay, so that is 55 degrees. D, E, H, and D, so that's D, E, H. Again, so this is the actual angle. That's a one from one tip, or from one end to another, and that's the actual angle. But this is 55 degrees as well. Then we've got B, E, F. So that goes B, E, F, and again that's 55 degrees, and we've got G, B, C. And I'm not sure if they've meant this, but every single angle they've asked you to calculate is 55 degrees. If they'd said FEH, that would be 125. Okay, but they've not. Likewise, if they'd said DEB, would be 125. But not every single question they've asked is the exact same number of degrees, okay? And always remember the units as well.